Welcome back, everybody. This is Farouk,
It's Jarvis,
and this is the
Old Heads Podcast.
yes, sir. So we're gonna get right back into it today. We have a special guest with us, Mr. Chris Knight, aka Teddy, who's a force to be reckoned with in the R&B music industry. In the next month or so, you're probably gonna be seeing a lot of him on social media, on the Billboard charts and whatnot. So this is a privilege and a treat to have him here with us today before all that happens. Chris, man, tell the audience a little bit about yourself, brother.
Yo, what's going on? It's Chris Knight, aka Teddy Pendergrad. No, man, I'm Chris Knight, originally from Cleveland, Ohio. Raised in Dublin, Georgia. Music has been a part of my life for the past 11 years. It's been in my life since I was 5 years old, but really started doing it professionally, 11 years ago, man. It's been an honor and a privilege, man, to sing for a host of people. So I'm happy to be here. Thank y'all for having me.
Of course, of course. Jarvis and I were just talking. We were at the New Year's Eve concert at the Vice Store Arena, where you opened up for the Isley Brothers and Anthony Hamilton and all that stuff. And
Right.
in 2019, you opened up for Ja Rule, K. Michelle. How's that experience been for you?
It was a great experience, man. Being around people that you was raised up listening to, you know what I'm saying, kind of idolize
Yeah.
those people, man, and it was a blessing. It was a big blessing, man. I'm happy to be in that position to grace the stage with those people.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And this far, it sounds like you have a lot of documented success. I mean, what's some of the big projects you're currently working on?
Right now, we just dropped a record called Slide In. Miss Erica and A&T out of Atlanta, Georgia. He produced the record. Erica co-wrote the record with myself. Erica wrote for Eric Bellinger, Bryson Tiller, a slew of other people. Pleasure P. She just wrote for Sammy and a couple others. So we collaborated on that project, man. It's crazy record. It's on all platforms. We're releasing a project with Mr. Hankey next month called My Way. It's a real dope record.
Hold on. Mr. Hankey is in the producer, produced
Yeah.
Usher and City Girls.
Yeah, multi-platinum producer, Mr. Hankey.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah. He co-signed the record too, man. So big ups to my whole team of A&Rs and, Farouk, who's part of my publishing company that we created together. And listen, it's gonna be a good ride.
Hold on, Chris. For a lot of people are thinking, City Girls featuring Usher. That's the #1 song in the country right now.
Yeah,
It was produced by Mr. Hankey, who's a Grammy award-winning producer.
right.
How in the world did you pull that off?
Really, it was the relationships, man.
Yeah.
It's about not taking no for an answer. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if God made it, we could touch it. So one day I inboxed him. I'm gonna back up. My A&R was like, "Listen, why don't you reach out to him? You are, you got the swag, and you got the rapport. Why don't you reach out to him?" I reached out to him. It was an instant situation. And I said, "Man, I'm gonna get my A&R to hit you up, man. We're gonna go from there."
Really?
And it's been history ever since. Then we clicked like we're like good friends now. So.
What made you? What do you think made him respond to you or take a chance on you? Because if we're being honest, there's a lot of artists out there who do the same thing you do, or who do the same thing you did, as far as DM the producer or DM the songwriter, or someone up in that field.
He's humble, man.
All right.
Like we was in the studio with him in Atlanta, and it was like one of the most humble experiences ever. You expect this producer to come in and be all cocky and arrogant. No, it was just like one of us. You know what I'm saying? He was just down to earth, and he showed us love, and he sat through the entire session. We had 4 hours in the studio. We had 1 hour to pick beats, 1 hour to write the record, which we didn't need all that. It took us like 45 minutes to write the record, to arrange the record vocally and record it. So all together, man, he was like very impressed. He co-signed the record. Said, "Man, listen, your voice is gel with the beat. I ain't got nothing to say." You know what I'm saying? So it was.
Man, how that feel? How you feel, man?
It's humbling, man. You know, like the process of becoming an artist, man, is not it's not easy as people think it is. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know what to do and what not to do. You know what I'm saying? It's more so of development and developing yourself within the industry. I'm to the point now where I don't need to be developed. You know what I'm saying? I get in, I show up and I do my job. I let the music speak for itself. I don't do a lot of talking. You know what I'm saying? You give me a beat and I know I'm under pressure, I'm gonna get it done.
Now you say music. Speaking of that, what type of music do you even create? So for the new fans and the future fans that you're gonna garner, that are wanting to know, what type of music do you even create?
We create real R&B, man. I'm more so of a 80s baby, 90s baby. You know what I'm saying? I like the Ushers and the Jodeci. Even on the other side, I like the on the pop side, NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. I like records like that. That's meaningful. You know what I'm saying? Records that tells a story. You know what I'm saying? So as far as like, it just takes development, man. You can't get out here and one thing you can't teach is talent. You only can enhance the talent.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's with any industry. Either you got it, or you don't.
Man, I'm gonna tell you why your ability is so incredible to me, because nowadays you hear about a lot of people trying to be a rapper, but it's very rarely you hear somebody say, "I'm finna just make R&B, commit to it, and take it all the way through." So like, what helped you start like saying, I'm gonna commit to R&B? Like, I know I can sing, but I ain't trying to rap. I ain't like, what makes you optimistic about your success?
Man, I tried the rap thing, man. I failed miserably. I failed, man. I'm just not the type of person that call women bees and hoes and music. That's not what I do, man.
Right.
I'm more so of I like to tell stories, real stories with the lyrics, man. I like it to be meaningful. And not saying rap isn't meaningful. Well, the old school rap is meaningful. You got a couple artists these days who talk about something in the music, but it's what's in my heart, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a facade. It's not something I'm trying to become.
Right. It's something.
It's already in me. You know what I'm saying?
Now, who did you say your audience is? Like, who's your target audience? Who do you write these songs for? Is it for ladies? Is it for men?
The mature women. Honestly speaking, you can be 22 and be mature. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be always in the 40s and the 50s. I cater to those audiences that's not scared to spend $300 for a VIP table. You know what I'm saying? The group of women is in a sorority, or the group of women that they're just classy.
Yeah.
I want to draw those people. Even some of the ratchets like my music too. You know what I'm saying? I don't discriminate. If you love R&B, which is the soul of everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you love R&B, you can gravitate to the music.
Bro, Chris, you're not lying. Because even I was thinking about this the other day. Usher had a Tiny Desk concert about 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And he went viral for, the watch this kind of stuff. But I was thinking to myself, all the hits he was singing about, I was right there singing with him like I was there.
Right.
Like I produced or co-wrote those songs. Keep in mind, those songs happened almost 30 years ago. Right. I feel like that's the real power and significance of R&B, real music like you were alluding to. Right. It's timeless. It's not something that's going to be here today and gone tomorrow. This thing is going to be here 30, 40 years from now.
Listen. We want to be a household name, man. I don't want to be a one-hit wonder. We got records. You feel me? We got records that the world needs to hear. So it's not a situation where we're going to create this record next month and drop it, and you're not going to hear it no more. We have records that are timeless records that the world is going to hear. Just take one for us to get out there. And for the world to gravitate to it. And they're going to start streaming. They're going to try to figure out, okay, I want to hear more. Their minds are going to start going, okay, I want to hear, what does he really have to say? And we got those records.
Gotcha.
And what is your your creative process to create those results? Like as far as making people like giving people a wow experience when they listen to your music. What did you do to create that? Like what's making you Chris Knight? Like
I like to create at nighttime when things are settled. You
mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like when I write, my kids are using the bed. You know what I'm saying? The house is quiet. And that's sometimes the best time to pray too.
Yeah.
When it's quiet in the house, like it's your alone time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like therapy to me.
For sure.
So I like to create when it's at nighttime. Even when I'm in the studio, I will book a night session. And I'll stay until like 3 a.m. because that's the best time for me to create. That's when my mind is going.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the daytime, it's like more so business. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to figure out what you're gonna do here and do here. But when things are settled, that's when I start creating. That's my favorite time to create, actually.
So, before we go further into the business side of the music industry, I want you to tell the audience too, as far as the genesis of how it started. What got you into music, bro? Like, how did you even get into music? Because I'm not gonna lie, Chris, when I saw you for the first time almost 4 years ago, I thought you'd be a rapper. I thought you'd be a security guard. I thought you'd be anything but an R&B singer, because we just don't see a lot of big dudes in R&B, which in itself is a market on its own.
Right.
But for folks who don't know you or who are wondering, how did you even get into R&B music or music?
Well, I played football first.
Yeah. That's
what
you look like.
I've been singing since I was 5, but I played ball first. So me playing ball, I got hurt in college, and I was very discouraged. So I came home and I was like, okay, what I'm gonna do now? My brother was like, listen, you got a voice, so it's time to be heard. And I was always shy, so it was hard to express myself. So I started putting my thoughts and my wisdom into my music. That was the only way people would listen. So once I caught their attention, I was like, okay, maybe I can do this for real. Maybe I can start taking this serious. And I did an audition in Savannah, Georgia for Soulja Boy in 2011, 2012. And I auditioned it was like 100 people. It was open up for Soulja Boy. I was the last one to come in. And the promoter was like, his name was DJ Will. I remember like it was yesterday. He said, man, out of everybody that came in here, you were the first one we called back because of what you gave.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, we're impressed. You got the slot to open up Soulja Boy.
That's insane.
So out of all those people, man, and he said, if you can do this where nobody knows you, you can do it anywhere around the country. And that's all I needed. That's all I needed to go forward. And my brother used to talk to me about structure and foundation. He said, Chris, once you find yourself, which he's no longer with us, he said, once you find yourself, people are going to understand you. They're going to believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? They're going to believe in you because of the fact that you're able to show them, not just tell them.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I show what I can do. I don't just talk about it. And everything I do, it lines up. Just like I said, it's going to line up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a part of, faith. Having faith in yourself and people trusting you, getting people to trust your word. Because without your word, you ain't got nothing.
Right.
So
that's what's up. Now, Jarvis and I we're not singers, we're not rappers, we're mostly in the business side of things. And we want to cover a little bit of that today too. As far as the music industry, man, walk us through the next steps for you as far as signing a deal and getting royalties or all that stuff. Because we know you're about to blow up, all right? What's the next process looking like for you? Do you go to a record label? Do you go to executive? How does that even work?
Well, the label's already looking. So it's all about the right situation.
What do you mean by that?
When I say the right situation, it's more to it than just money. The paperwork has to make sense. I was explaining to you a month ago. 100% of something, 100% of nothing is nothing. You know what I'm saying? I would prefer to give something to receive something. So like I said, a lot of artists are scared to sign the labels. They want to stay independent. Next thing you know, you 40, 50 years old, still independent. because you was afraid to give up something for something. So, for instance, I'll give a label 40, 50%
Of what?
something, a song, or
Masters or
masters.
Sure.
I'll give that up because you're going to make it big so I can have something. So my kids can have something. You feel me? So I'm not scared of that commitment to a major. I'm not scared of that commitment to an independent major.
Gotcha.
And when I say independent major, like the QCs, which is Quality Control, or the Hustle Gang, which is the T.I. label, or the Rich Gang. I'm not scared of those situations, slip or slide. I'm not scared of those situations because I know how to come out swinging. You know, I know if you invest in me, I'm going to take that money and I'm going to flip it because of the people that I have in my corner who are, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's interesting, you know, that you're elaborating on that because like it makes me it makes me think of your situation at the beginning of the episode with Mr. Hankey. It's all about networking, you know. And as far as the label goes, from what you said, I just think of, you know, okay, if I'm gonna do this thing by myself, it's gonna take me 40 years. I'm gonna be 40 years old. Versus if I allow myself to venture out and network with other people, you know, I have access to their resources, you know, and now I can expand, you know. So it's almost like you're a businessman and a singer at the same time,
right?
You know, and I think a lot of artists, you know, they feel like that aspect simply because they don't have that business mind,
right?
You know?
Because this thing is 10% talent, man. Your talent matter because your talent will get you over that hump. But if your business is on point,
you straight.
You're straight. I think it's Soulja Boy, man. It's phenomenal when it comes to business. I'm not saying the most talented in the world, but when it comes to business, he know how to structure those deals.
Gotcha.
He know how to get those situations that matter. You feel me? So yeah.
It's funny you said that because Jarvis and I talk all the time. We were just talking about it before this episode began about the songs and the artists we hear on the radio. I would say 60% of them don't really have any talent, bro. They just got behind a major powerhouse that was able to push them and get them into the right hands.
That structure, man.
A lot of these songs on the radio, you hear them like, this is whack. But you get the right beat, you get the right mix, and you get behind a label that's going to push you out to different markets. It doesn't matter. Someone's going to listen to the song. Someone's going to become a fan of it. I might not become a fan of it. Jarvis might not be a fan of it. But someone in somewhere is going to be a fan of it and keep on listening to that music. And you're going to make money.
And I'm going to tell you this too, man. It's, I was told a long time ago, probably like 6 years ago. 6 years ago. The guy was an executive. He used to manage it was an older group. Not the Temptations. But he used to manage an older group. A couple older groups. And he said, Chris, I always remember it's about the sound. If people can't gravitate to your sound, you won't get them. He said, when I heard your record, you have that sound.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm willing to push you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there was a record called Scream that I had a long time ago. It's still fresh. You know what I'm saying? I still can push it, re-release the record. But it's produced by T-Minus. And he's amazing also. A Grammy Award winner. He was signed to Drake.
Gotcha.
But he told me, when I got the record, it's called Scream, T-Minus, I sent him the record. He said, Chris, man, I don't manage artists. I'm a booking agent. I don't do this. Send me the record. Let me check it out. He called me back in like 30 seconds. It's like, Chris is the best shit I've heard in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
He said, your sound is what people are gonna love about you. You know what I'm saying? And then send him a couple pictures and, real dolled up and all that extra stuff, man. It was like, man, you got to look too. Yeah, people gonna love you. They gonna love you.
Tell them, Chris, you clean up
yeah,
now.
I clean up real decent. Man. I'm comfortable today. Huh?
Clean up real nice now.
So he was like, man, your sound, and your look, man, is going to get you to the next level. I'm going to handle the business. And I've learned a lot from that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to say his name. Cause,
Business is business.
Yeah, business is business. But he's a legend in the industry, man. A really big legend. He used to book Nicki Minaj, a couple others. But that's how I got a lot of my major shows also.
Your network is your network, man.
Yeah, man. So, yeah.
That's awesome. So walk us through these deals, man. Nowadays, I get confused as a consumer, as a fan. It seems like everyone's signed to everybody. Meek Mill is signed to Jay-Z, who's signed to Rock Nation, who's managed by how do these deals even work? Like you just said, oh yeah, T- or whoever was signed to Drake. How does this stuff even work? What's the business side of this like? Like what are the 360 deals? Do you get a cut? Do you get a certain percentage?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The 360, man, is basically label gets a part of everything you do until they recoup the money that they put up and the money they want on the back end, the percent on the back end. So with 360, man, 9 out of 10, they're gonna push the hell out of you so they can get their money back.
Mm-hmm.
I would take a 360 deal so I can get that push that I need.
Mm-hmm.
I was signed for a year, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? To build my fan base. Cause once you leave, I'm giving them jewels, bro. Listen, artists, y'all better listen. Once you sign that deal, right, and you're out of that deal, you forever have fans. They're gonna follow you everywhere you go. You drop a record tomorrow, they're gonna jump on it, especially if you get in there and do what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So deals ain't bad. It give you that structure that you need.
Talk to them business, man.
These people, these artists these days, man, like they just don't have the structure. Why in the hell you gonna sign a deal for $1 million? It ain't a lot of money. Got to pay your lawyer. Got to pay your management. Next thing you walk away with like $500,000, right? You need somewhere to live. These niggas buying chains. That's at least $100,000 for a chain.
Yeah.
I don't need that. That don't make sense. Let's take $100,000 invest in real estate.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Let's go buy some land over here. Let's buy the land so people can put stuff on the land. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? They paying you for the rest of your life. Listen, man.
The long-term investment.
The long-term investment matters, man. If these people giving you all this money, invest in something that's going to bring you money back.
Mm-hmm. I think maybe that's why a lot of artists are speaking negatively on these 360 deals is because of their own individual mismanagement or lack thereof of managing their 360 deals. You know, they got in there and basically wet the bed until now they have a negative perception of the 360 deal, whereas coming from a label's perspective, they're probably thinking, it's not my fault. We gave you what you needed. You just didn't probably make the most of the opportunity.
But you know what I'm hating about the industry now, man?
What?
Is the fact that it's all about numbers, right? So they don't give a damn if you're developed or not. It's all about numbers. You can have 1 million numbers and not be developed. So you get on stage, you walk around the stage like that shit in your pants.
Right.
Bro,
They're not giving you the development that you need to be a long-term investment. It's all about the right now money.
Chris, let's be honest. Why is that a bad thing? If I'm a businessman,
Why?
Yes. Why is that a bad thing? If I'm a businessman, I want my money right now. If I see an opportunity to make my money,
it's a bad thing.
Sure.
Because if you ain't got at least $1 million insurance on this joker, and he got 55 niggas over here trying to kill him in the hood, guess what? He dead, right?
I'm gonna take out a life insurance policy on him.
Hold on. But they just started doing that though. They didn't do it back then when Triple X died in down south. They didn't have an insurance policy on him. They just had his music. So they invested all their money in Triple X, right? He was more dead than he was alive. But his children ain't got nothing. You feel me? It's about development. These artists need to be developed. They dying, they getting signed, they gotta live that reputation now of a thug, and they gotta live that.
In real life.
You got real thugs out here in LA and New York and Georgia and Florida. You got real thugs out who really live that. So you come in my neighborhood, you all that stuff you was talking.
You gotta show me.
You gotta live it.
Yeah.
Now you dead. And guess what? The label, you got a dead artist on your hands, and you just gave him $2 million, $10 million, all his assets. What? You gonna resell him? You got an artist that you put $10 million into, signed him for 5 years. Now he's dead. 9 times out of 10, he done blew half that money already. Bought his mama house, grandma house.
So they're paying you a lot.
This chick over here, he done bought her like 4 or 5 purses,
Birkins.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Listen. As an executive, as a CEO, I'm going to teach my artists how to invest in proper things, how to get life insurance. We got to start developing these artists, man, which means development take a little bit more time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But while you're developing the artist, you're keeping them on stage. You're throwing big shows. It's a part development process, bro. My first major shows with R. Kelly. First major show here in Jacksonville at Club Pure.
You
that
opened
was
up
my
for him?
development stage, bro.
You opened up for him?
Yeah. My development, that was All-Star Weekend some years ago. Right here in Orlando. He came through here. Bro, that was part of my development stage. And every show that I did, I got better and better and better. Now to the point, these niggas can't see me on stage. They can't see me. You gotta bring it. If I'm going on before Life Jennings or Anthony Hamilton, my job is to make sure when you get on the stage, these people are already ready to go.
The audience.
They're ready to go.
Yeah.
And I carry that weight well.
You know, I will say, and Jarvis, chime in here. I don't know if you agree with me. Chris, that's all fine and dandy. You just a better person than most. I don't care nothing about developing you. If you got a single out there and I'm going to push it and I'm going to make my money off of it as an executive, that's what I'm doing. I don't care about it. That's on you. I'm about accountability. You as an individual, as an artist, that's on you to seek development, to tell me as an executive, hey, I want to do this, to find the right people in your circle to say, hey, bro, let's not blow this money on chains and whatnot. Let's go get real estate. That's on you. My job is to make the numbers work for me and my label.
I'm gonna say this, right? You look up right now how much $1 million, how much you got to make on streaming to get $1 million?
I have no idea.
Look it up.
Like a lot.
Look it up.
Go ahead. I got you.
Look up how much money you got to make on one record to make $1 million on streaming, right? How many records you got to sell?
100 million.
For streaming. Bro, you going to have to push the shit out of that artist. And you got to keep dropping money into them because the right record would take an artist to the next level. But the right development would keep an artist for a long time. As an executive, yeah, you think about the dollar right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But shit, you got to think about the long term too. You just signed him last week. Guess what? He was too dumb to get out his own damn city.
Mm. Wow.
Now his ass on the concrete, stretched out.
Yeah.
This is the stuff that they need to know, bro. People don't even know. You make more money streaming through Tidal than you do Apple Music.
Yeah. That was a big deal a couple years ago when Taylor Swift, that entire thing came out.
So what was it?
I can't even find it.
Bro, listen. You got to stream more than 1 million times, bro, to see $500,000 to $100,000. You got to stream, bro. Those are coins, depending on what you invested in, bro. You just gave him $10 million. So you got to keep dropping. Keep dropping. But again, you signed him last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
He dead the next week. Because people are they're not teaching you what to do once you get this money.
Right, but is it the artist's job to, is that their job, or is that somebody else's job on the team to be,
like a manager?
Right, a manager should be managing that money. Again, like you said, the artist should be getting the crowd ready for Anthony Hamilton to come on the stage.
But only thing a manager can do is tell you what to do. As an artist, you're gonna make the last decision, right?
Yeah.
So we need big.
But what you need a
homies.
management for at that point?
What you need a manager?
If you're not gonna listen to it.
If you're not listening, what you paying him for? If you ain't gonna listen to him,
right. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's a difference between a developed artist
okay,
and an artist that just jumped off the porch.
okay, I see what you're saying.
You giving a kid who ain't had shit $10 million.
So what you saying is art. Okay. If you upcoming artist and you getting pretty hot, you need to go ahead and start getting your team together.
Yeah, you gotta get your team together.
I would probably say maybe have a team before you get hot.
Or hold on, sometimes that's fuck. I'm telling you fuck yourself if you're not ready for it. Now, me personally, I got a team already because I'm prepared for that, right?
Sure.
But if you have a team, right, and they're not business oriented, the label will put somebody on you.
Okay.
They'll put a manager on you that has
because that's their investment.
Right. That has the experience of being a manager.
Right.
And you're gonna listen to everything that manager say because guess what? You're gonna listen to everything that manager say because the fact that he's gonna report to the label what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
They will chef you
If you're not listening.
If you're not listening and doing what you're supposed to do. That's the old industry that I miss, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Right.
A lot of these cats, they got their cousin who's a convicted felon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious.
Yeah, I got
their cousin
that
who's a
with you.
convicted felon
For sure.
over their finances.
Right. And that's why it blows.
This nigga want to change. You got to change. He want to change too. It's more envious than business.
Yeah.
It's more enemies than being business oriented.
Yeah.
Bro. You feel me? I'm just giving y'all the roots,
Ins and outs.
shit,
Yeah.
man.
You know, as a business person, it makes me happy to actually hear this kind of stuff because business is everywhere. Everyone says, "Oh, it's artists, it's music." No, it's not the music industry. It's
everywhere.
It's not a music industry.
Yeah.
It's the business industry. I don't care what you say.
Everything is business.
Absolutely.
Every single thing that happens.
So it makes me happy that at least you as an artist, before you get to the mountaintop, you already know what's going on. So you're not looking at this 5-10 years from now retroactively thinking, "Wow, I really, didn't capitalize, or I got effed over, or they took advantage of me." So it just makes me happy you at least know what you're doing.
I'm just happy I got smart people around me that's going to help me adjust to having the finances.
For sure.
And it's going to help me capitalize on what it's given.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to utilize this thing, man, and we're going to make the best out of it because the goal is not to go back to where we come from. You feel me? I ain't trying to go back there. I ain't going back there.
I'm right there with you, bro. I'm gonna circle back though to Fruit's question. So the 360 deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like as far as how it works, I'm assuming like from what we just discussed, like these underdeveloped artists aren't succeeding with these deals or exercising the deals correctly because they're undeveloped, right?
Right, they don't know what to do with it.
Okay, so I guess my question for you now is, how? Say I'm an artist, I get a deal tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
How do I get? Because you said back in the old days they'll give you management. Now, obviously that's not going on. So, I mean, how do I get out here and go get this business? Like, if none of my friends, are business oriented, has no experience in management and all, whatever. How can I acquire a team to help me?
First thing, you need to get a lawyer.
Like a retainer?
Put my retainer.
For
And
sure.
get you an accountant. Matter of fact, I'll get 2 accountants. I'll get an accountant to audit that accountant.
There you go.
You feel me?
Mm.
You always going to find loopholes, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody always going to try to beat you out of something.
That's
Don't
facts.
trust none of them. You feel me? But you're hiring these people because their profession.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you respect them because of what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You feel me? So those are my best options, man. Go get your lawyer first. Then get you an accountant. Get you a lawyer who, how can I say, has bodies. You know what I'm saying? Who has a reporting industry of being a lawyer for different artists.
Mm-hmm.
Major artists.
There you go. Okay.
You feel me? So yeah, get your lawyer first and get you 2. I'm gonna get 2 accountants, man. I'm gonna get an accountant to audit that accountant. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's take a break from business side before we come back and wrap it up. The folks really want to know: do you sing? Can you sing? Are you legitimate? So, can you give us a sample of or give the folks a sample of what you do?
Yeah.
I know one of your favorite songs is Ma Ma Ma
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
or Summer
Yeah.
Rain.
I heard you killed out in person.
Yeah.
Go
Put
ahead.
on your red dress, slip on your high heels, and some of that sweet perfume. It sure smells good on you. Slap on your lipstick and let all your hair down. 'Cause baby, when you get through, I'm gonna show off you. Tonight will be a special night, no matter where we go. And I'm so proud to be with you. I just wanna let you know, you got me singing my. You sure look good tonight.
My God.
Yeah.
My God.
Look at that boy.
My God.
Then I'm sitting down
Yeah,
there
boy.
stretching the diaphragm.
Chris, man.
Teddy.
Teddy.
Chris,
Teddy.
you impress me every time, man.
Yeah.
You a real singer.
I
You're a real
appreciate
That boy
singer.
can
bro.
sing.
You a real singer,
There's a
bro.
lot of it. There's some people that came in here and can't just sit right there and do that.
You know what's funny, man? You know what's funny? Corona exposed a lot of people.
Oh my God.
Corona exposed a lot of artists.
Yeah, man.
And I hate to say it, I'm not gonna say any names because you're still making your bread, and I still mess with you. But when artists were forced to go on stage and sing live, I'm like, what is going
man.
on?
Yeah.
What is going on? I think it goes back to a point. It wasn't about talent; it was about marketing.
You know, and while you're saying that, your marketing or your network is your net worth. But by that same token, right, you can have some terrible artists that get in contact with some good network,
Yeah.
and then they in front of a million people and get up there and
yeah,
just terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible, man.
Yeah, we see that all the time.
You gotta stand by what you do, man.
So that's why the significance of what you just did is legit, bro.
For sure.
Because a lot of people, we see it on interviews, major interviews all the time, they get put on the spot to rap or to sing, and they come up with a flimsy excuse. My throat's hurting today.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, just say you can't sing or you can't rap. Just tell us you have a ghostwriter. Like,
Well, I'm
Right.
gonna say this, man. You never know when your opportunity is coming. or
Yeah.
when someone is there to, to discover you.
Mm-hmm.
But in the Bible it says you gotta be ready in season and out of season. So I'm ready all the time, bro.
yes, sir.
I'm ready, bro. Have you ever sung with a cold? Listen, bro. Listen. I sound better with a cold. I had to do a show, man. I remember it was yesterday. I had to do a show, and it was my last leg. I think this was with Michelle A. And the last show, I was so sick, bro. I was so sick. It wasn't COVID season then.
Mm-hmm.
I was so sick, bro. And I swear, I sounded better without the music. I sound better than I did when I'm
Healthy.
healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about ambition and pushing yourself through. My dad always told me the show must go on. You gotta give these people what they pay for.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Ain't that what the Temptations say?
I'm glad you think like
The
that.
show
bro.
must go on.
I'm
bro.
glad you think like that. It's
I
about
am.
the people.
It's
ain't-
about the people. You gotta die to yourself in that moment, bro.
Mm.
And you gotta give these people what they paid for. They don't know what's going on with you. You know what I'm saying?
They don't
But-
care. They don't
but
care.
They came to see a show.
Yeah.
And that's why the promoters call back, bro. Cause I don't let nobody down.
Yeah,
You put me on something, my face is on it. My job is to show up and do my job.
that's a true professional.
Yeah.
Hey, man, Chris, we appreciate you being here with us. Just a
I
couple more.
appreciate y'all, man.
Just a couple more closeout questions, brother, from the audience. Keisha from Tampa said, "What would you be doing right now if it wasn't for your music career? What would you be doing right now, bro?"
That's kind of hard, man. I'll be playing ball. I would have still been playing ball.
But I know you said you got hurt though.
I've
So
been
like,
out.
was
If-
that a
if I-
injury you could have recovered from?
Yeah, I could have. I mean, if you sprain your ankle,
Oh, okay.
it's not worse than you should have.
What was your injury?
broke it? My ankle.
Okay.
My foot was like that.
Oof.
But once you sprain your ankle, it's hard to get that
Mm-hmm.
I was really fast before I sprained my ankle, but I was better. Doctor, I was better off breaking it, and it'd be more adjustable. You know what I'm saying? But had I not got hurt, I'd have been playing ball. Man.
All right.
Football was my life. Wrestling was my life. That was.
So
I was trained by Nate Carr Jr. at wrestling.
Okay.
He's an Olympic bronze medalist.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't music, you'd be an athlete.
Yeah, athlete, man. For sure.
I think a lot of people in that same boat.
Man, everyone says that stuff.
Athlete for sure, man. I was really good at football.
What about your favorite artist? Anybody you look up to?
I gotta say, man, I'm a Gerald Levert fan.
Why is that?
Because he represented for the big guys. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And he was raspy with it. It was like he gave these women. He was the last teddy bear to actually do it. I don't know about the ones that came after him, but he was the last guy that really gave these women something to look up to when it comes to big guys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the new school, man, I gotta say Mario, man. Mario's phenomenal. His voice, he was really underrated before this versus happened, man.
Sure.
He was very underrated.
Speaking about verses, a lot of people got exposed on verses too.
Yeah, a lot of people.
My
man.
lord.
He was very underrated before the verses though.
Is that something? Now, is the verses something? I know this kind of off topic, but is verses something that is in your lane?
Oh yeah, I want to do it.
For sure.
Who would you
How
do
does
it?
that work with like an R&B singer though?
Shoot, man.
You just have to have record.
You gotta
record.
have records,
Yeah, you gotta have records.
Gotta have records out.
Yeah.
Nobody can do a verse with R. Kelly. Nobody.
I don't think we literally can. That boy's locked up.
That's what I'm thinking.
But
He was referring to.
what I'm saying is, if you were to play this man music just to play it, he got records, bro.
That boy gonna be in jail versus.
He's the king of R&B, bro. We can't listen. He was messed up what he did. I ain't saying that he was messed up, but you can't take his talent from him. He was something else, bro.
Listen, just to validate what you said, and I'm gonna clarify, it was extremely messed up what he did. Even after the verdict came out, I was still bumping his music on
R. Kelly, man.
R. Kelly gonna slide, bro.
Yeah,
He gonna slide, man.
R. Kelly gonna slide. And everybody, it's even people
Ladies,
that hate that man now.
Ladies, we love you. We love you, ladies. We are all for the ladies.
Sure,
all for the ladies. He was wrong.
Yes.
But his music is so right.
Talk to him, Teddy.
His music, man. His music is so serious, man. You can't take his talent from him, man.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like they say you could take everything from a person but their education. You can't take his talent from him.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, let's wrap it up with a quick fire question.
Talk to me.
Chris Brown or Trey Songz?
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown or Usher?
Usher.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? That's two different lanes. Chris Brown's pop. Usher's R&B.
But if you put them on a stage together in like a versus capacity, who would win?
Have you seen Usher's show?
No.
Usher ain't got to dance. Usher put a bed on the stage, bro. And he went in. You feel me? That's seduction. You feel what I'm saying? That's what ladies want to feel.
I'm right there with you, though.
That's what tells stories. Chris Brown up there pop locking and popping his ass all on stage. I don't want to see that shit through a show, bro.
Yeah.
I want to hear R&B. I want to hear some solid R&B, bro, and go home and make love to my old lady.
Yeah, that's fact.
You feel me? That's how I feel about it. I'm not taking off from Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
He's a phenomenal artist, but he ain't Usher, bro.
Right. It's
We
crazy.
talking about bedtime. We talking about nice and slow. Superstar, man, come on.
Yeah.
We talking about records.
Going to an R&B concert or show, I would definitely much rather see and hear some good singing versus a whole bunch of dudes up there dancing.
Entertainment.
Yeah, for sure.
Gotcha.
That's not what I paid for.
I ain't
Give
pay
these
for
people
you.
what they paid for.
I ain't pay for you to pop your ass, man. I pay for you the same, bro.
Yeah,
I want to take this young lady home and make love to her.
Yeah.
So I would pop in Usher before I would Chris Brown.
Yeah, for sure.
Got you. Okay. Maxwell or Anthony Hamilton?
Why you did that?
No, I'm sorry. I had to.
I tour Anthony Hamilton.
I already knew he was going that route. There it is.
So I'm gonna say Anthony, bro. Cause soon that nigga say, I can't stay away from you too long. Soon that shit
made
come
me
on,
start
bro.
singing.
Soon that shit come on, I'm standing up, bro.
Yeah.
You almost made me start
Soon
singing.
that shit come on, bro, you remember 2019
Yeah.
we in the audience, that record came on,
Yeah.
bro. I stood up immediately, bro.
Yeah.
His show is crazy.
Bro.
His show is crazy.
You know what's funny, man? I think that aligns with what you were saying earlier in the podcast about timeless records. These records came out 20 plus years ago,
Yeah, bro.
and they
Yeah,
are
bro.
still
And
relevant.
still going.
Still loving these records.
My
bro.
kids are gonna listen to this record and still feel the same palpitations in their
That's-
heart that I do.
That's
Right.
that's powerful because even think about it, like just think about us, right? And I'm not saying nothing against rap music or whatever, but just think about us. Rap music that we listened to as a kid, we not bumping
No.
as
Right,
much
right,
today
right.
as our parents were bumping their R&B and
Right.
pop.
Yes.
When they was kids, you talking about, like you said, 20, 30, in a lot of cases, 40,
40 years.
40 years, bro.
40 years and up.
Can you stand the rain?
Oh, man.
Charlene.
And these-
Listen, it's like this.
A
It's like
woman's
this.
work,
It's
bro.
crazy.
These older R&B artists give men a reason to be vulnerable. If you don't listen, and I'm telling you some real shit. If you don't feel like being sensual, if you feel like being sensual, right? You can pop in some Teddy Pendergrass, and it'll put you in the mood to the point you showing your lady, oh yeah, it's time to go tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't popping them damn Chris Brown and trying to be sensual.
I got you.
That ain't happening.
Right.
That ain't happening at all. Come on, bro. These people make timeless records.
Yeah.
You feel me? Now I'm not saying Chris Brown ain't got a catalog because
Yeah,
he does.
we're not hitting the.
But we ain't trying to. I ain't trying to fuck Chris Brown, bro. I ain't trying to.
You
Do
should
that.
go on and say it.
I ain't trying. I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to do that.
All right. Beyonce or Mariah Kelly?
Mariah Carey. I say Beyonce.
Over Mariah?
Yeah,
Jarvis,
she got a catalog, bro.
Beyonce or Mariah?
I just like Mariah.
I'm saying. You sleep.
No, I'm okay. I'm gonna say this. Beyonce has a catalog, right?
Yeah.
Mariah has sex appeal.
And a catalog.
It ain't like Beyonce.
Yeah, okay.
Cause you gotta think, Beyonce had the Neos writing for her, right?
Mm-hmm.
She had the
Even Soulja
Brian
Boy.
Michael Cox
Yeah. Producing.
producing for her,
Yeah.
and writing for her, bro. Mariah had Jermaine Dupri, which is not a bad thing, but
It
when
ain't,
he also had tied to Brian Michael Cox and stuff like that. But she had more of a variety of music, bro, to actually cater to these women, right?
You talking about Beyonce?
Yeah,
Gotcha,
yeah.
for
So her catalog speaks for itself.
All right.
Mariah's dope. She got that high note. You feel me? But Beyonce will never. She'll listen. She can stand her own on stage without cracking anything. Like
Yeah.
every note is flawless.
What?
I've never seen a bad show of Beyonce, but I see Mariah Carey fucking some shit.
Hey, we still love her.
We still love her though.
All right. Last
Still
question. Prince or Michael Jackson?
In what aspect?
That's hard, bro.
Prince or Michael Jackson? This boy looking at you like you gonna answer the
That's
question.
hard, bro.
Answer the question, Chris.
They catalog crazy.
Drum roll, please.
We ain't gonna put
I'm
you
gonna
on the
say
spot.
Prince.
You gonna say Prince?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he gave you a certain type of exotic feel. You know what I'm saying? Is that when you play Purple Rain, it's just something.
Bro, I was just about to say that.
It does something to you.
I was just about to say that.
That guitar solo is everything.
It makes you want to
Give
just
you-
go out
give
in the
you
rain.
chills,
Yeah.
It give you chills. It give you chills, bro. But one thing I say this, and I'm gonna leave it at this. The Isley brothers. I had a chance to pick up not Ronald, but Ernest Isley. I have his number also. Had a chance to pick up Ernest Isley from the airport this year. For New Year's Eve, we had a show together, right here at Vistar Arena, and it was a 50-minute ride, bro. It was the most encouraging ride of my life. Ernest Isley is Ronald Isley's brother, the Isley brothers.
Right.
It's the most encouraging ride of my life, bro.
Why so?
Why? Because he gave me knowledge. He gave me more knowledge about the music industry, bro, than anything. Do you know that their music is sampled in every damn thing you hear these days? Their music is sampled in everything you hear these days, man. And bro, he told me, he said, listen, this is my number. Whenever you're in LA, you let me know. And we're gonna link up. And listen, I haven't called him yet at all.
You don't want to waste it, huh?
I want to wait till my time is right. You feel what I'm saying? Timing is everything.
You doing it right.
The most encouraging ride of my life, bro.
That's awesome.
I was nervous, bro. I had $1 billion in the back seat. I ain't want to mess up nothing. No wrecks, no bumps, no nothing. Because he gave me knowledge, bro, for 50 minutes. And I will always remember that, bro.
So.
Man, Chris, I'm going to ask you for two things. First of all, Jarvis and I want to say we're excited for you. Legitimately excited for you. I feel like the next month and a half is going to be crazy. We're excited to hear that single, that record with Mr. Hankey.
Yeah.
And we know it's going to do numbers in pop. But two things. Go ahead and tell the people where to find you, where they can find your music, how they can support you, the upcoming shows you have in Macon and Jacksonville. Go ahead and tell the people.
Okay, I am on social media on everything. Real Chris Knite. Knite is spelled Knite. So REAL, Chris CHRIS, then KNITE. Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, and TikTok.
Yeah.
So you can follow me back. I do answer questions, man, but ladies, please, you get in my inbox. Just, don't be vulgar, because I don't reply to that stuff, man. You won't screenshot me.
You want me to me.
You won't screenshot me. But yes, man, it was a pleasure being here, man.
That's awesome.
Listen, it's always good seeing you guys, and it's always good talking, man, because I wasn't a talker as a young kid.
Yeah.
Now I can express myself, man. These platforms like this that y'all offer, it gives us artists a platform to come to and actually express ourselves, man.
For sure.
So I want to give y'all a hand clap, bro, and congratulate y'all on everything y'all doing, because this is just the beginning.
Chris, we appreciate it. And one more last request, brother. Can you send us off with some summer rain? Please. Go ahead.
Storming outside when she keeps me home. Quiet conversation keeps me warm. So warm. Summer rain, sweet rain, in the middle of the night when I'm alone. Alone. All right, that's enough.
Chris, we appreciate you, brother.
We going over here.
Yes, sir. Hey, folks, thanks for tuning in. My name's Farouk.
And I'm Jarvis.
And this is the
Old Heads Podcast. Always remember. Stay
in your lane.
Stay in your lane.